Live on Facebook. Good morning. How are
Good
you guys
morning.
doing? Happy Tuesday, friends. We're so excited to be
Whew,
here and we're just going to have a riffing conversation, right, Dana?
absolutely. I'm excited.
I
I
am
love doing
too.
our presentations with the PowerPoints, but sometimes it's nice to just get on here and just talk off the cuff. It's kind of nice.
Because you and I both did a couple things off the cuff today.
We did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Yeah, we
did.
did.
Tuesdays are my self-care day. Tuesdays are my day in my office, and it's when I normally just do self-care and maybe some business tasks. Today is a little different. I do have some meetings today this afternoon, but I start my day on Tuesdays with self-care. And so I'm so excited that you were doing the same thing. That was so funny. We were both on Snapchat and I was like, I'm grounding. And Dana's like, I'm grounding. So what did you do, Dana? We're going to talk about like different ways to maybe increase your energy,
Mhm.
get connected to your own self, get connected to nature, create your own unique mindfulness possibility, right?
Yep.
To change your mood or enhance your day. And I do truly believe if you, even if you have a lot, like I have a lot to do today, and that's
Oh,
okay.
same.
And it is today,
Hmm.
right? And so, but if we can get grounded and centered and have a vision of what we're going to create in a positive manner, that day's going to go so much better. Am I right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
what did you do today that was different off the cuff?
Okay, so for starters, I started my morning like backing up. You don't even know this part. Um, I started my morning at home even different than I typically do because yes, I do my greens drink every morning. Like that's a staple for me. It's my greens, it's my protein, collagen. I do the Vita Proteins collagen and my advantage, my MetaPower Advantage. I mix all three of them every single morning, every single day. I mix it before I leave the house. If I don't, it's not a pretty day. But
Mhm.
that's how I start my everyday. Now, LLV and my supplements are another thing that I do, but I don't always take them in the morning first thing. Sometimes I don't get them until I'm in the office. Sometimes it's not until lunch. But today I was just like, you know what? I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take them like first thing when I'm mixing my greens. I'm going to make sure that I'm taking them. We were up a little bit earlier. My kids have been getting better ready earlier in the morning. And that's
Awesome.
100% Alenica. 110% all on her. I'm giving her all the credit because she has starting her own diffuser at night and she
Mhm.
diffuses adaptive all night. She spritzes her pillow with a spray of adaptive. She diffuses it all night and I wake her up with it in the morning and it's made 100 like complete 180-degree difference, guys. It's
You're
amazing.
making
That by
you're making
itself.
a very yeah, you're making a very valid point here though, because like if you're going to have a good day,
You start your
your
morning
night
well.
routine,
Yeah,
yeah, your night routine is going to set you up for the next day. I love that.
exactly.
Even if you're a kid,
Exactly.
even for your kids.
Yep.
But even I think we do it more for our kids, and we're like, oh, we don't need, and we do need to
We do.
get a good amount of sleep. We do, and if
We
it's
do.
not even like a lot of hours, it gets to be quality. So how
Yep.
can you enhance the quality of your sleep in your REM state? Absolutely, love that. Okay, so what else did you do?
Yep. So I got all my vitamins in early in the morning with my greens. I did all my LLV. I take Terrazyme and Zendocrine complex, and I make a capsule of Zendocrine oil and MetaPower oil. Okay, so I did all of that before we left the house this morning. We left the house early. The kids got to school early, despite the new construction traffic that made us late yesterday. Like everything was going great. Every single Tuesday, I always have it in my mind that I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. And you guys, sometimes it just doesn't happen because sometimes I'm
Mhm.
just so like, oh my goodness, everybody's gone. I have the house to myself. I can just like, right?
Breathe. Yep.
Exactly. Because I don't always get that time because there's always somebody here wanting my time. But I was like, you know
Which
what?
is
I don't
fine.
want to do that because I've been telling myself for weeks, right? Since I finished 75 hard, I was going to keep up with my walks and I haven't done it the way that I've wanted to. So I was like, okay, it's nice out. I flew again in the car. I was still in the leggings and the hoodie that I slept in last night, you guys. I was still in my pajamas. All I did was slip on sneakers and I'm like, we're going. We're going for a walk. And we went to Sanctuary Woods. We went up, I don't know, it's maybe like 150 steps to get to the top of the dune. We're hiking around the dune, and then I got a Snapchat notification that my dear friend Shannon was grounding, and I'm looking at her like she's laying on this grounding mat on her floor in the office, and I'm like, why am I not grounding? I'm outside, I'm getting fresh air. Like it was 100% Shinrin-yoku, right? Forest bathing. I was
Oh
literally
yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
woods, but I'm like, I could take my shoes off and I can ground while I'm doing this too. So I did. And I had to drag the dog along with me because he was done,
That
man.
was funny. He's like, can we stop walking? Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love that you got all of this done and you're like, this is not what I do every single day, but today we just started it out really well.
Yep.
And today you're going to have an absolute marvelous day, even
Yeah.
if shit goes wrong, because the friends, the world
Oh, it
is
goes wrong.
an experiment and things happen. And so, but when those things happen throughout your day, and they slightly, construction or something happens, or you get a phone call and you get detained, and then, maybe you overflow the sink, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. You're like,
Exactly.
oh, that was funny, right? It's not going to be like, my day is ending, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I love that. So
Yeah.
I did too, and I was just talking to Zena, she got on here, everything happens for a reason, absolutely true.
So true.
Um, uh, I was on here and I was like, you know what? We got inspired by Tracy. We're in Silver Club. And so we got inspired on Tracy. She was like doing her amazing executor, harmonizer, human thing on Sunday. And she's like, you guys, you ladies are amazing. And I would love for you to read chapter 6 in Miracle Morning and do the savers. And so today was my day one of doing the savers. And I included Blue Tansy and Melissa because that was like an extra bonus. But I
Yep.
actually got to, I was like, I get to go check on the animals at the ranch. My parents are gone. So I was like, I have this to do and I'm going to be rushing. I'm not going to have time to go to the ranch and they all need fed, Shannon. And we had a storm this morning. So I get to go check on all the animals. And so I got nature. I got wet grass on my feet and got out around all the
Ew.
animals and it was so good. And then did all the Miracle Morning. And you guys are wondering about the Miracle Morning. It's savers. And so it is silence or meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, and scribing or journaling. And so I have meditated 2 different times. I grounded in silence and I meditated. Is there a different lesson?
What's the R?
Silence, affirmation. Oh yeah, R is
E is exercise.
exercise. Did I not spell it right, Zena? Read.
Oh, yeah.
R is read.
Yep.
And so I read a Bible verse. I didn't read a whole chapter. I didn't read 10 pages. I'm like, sister, it's fine. We can create your own unique. I read a Bible verse for today. And my exercise was I danced to my favorite song when I sang it this morning. And then I went out and ran around with the dogs. And so it doesn't have to be, I know we all like to get 20 minutes in of cardio or whatever, but what if you had 15 minutes in between a meeting or 10 minutes in between, you had your food, you had your greens, and you had 15 more minutes? What if you just walked around the block? What if you got outside and put bare feet in the ground when you were at an appointment? It's okay to take 1 minute to meditate or 10 minutes to meditate or an hour. It's okay. And so I guess what we're trying to say, and we connected with this earlier, is you get to create your own day. And I know that the sun is shining more, the days are longer. We feel like we get to, at that point, add more to our days, but more is not always better. And we always get a chance to center and put goodness into our mind and body for mindfulness and to make the day better. So we get to choose our attitude basically and choose our experience.
Absolutely.
With the option of it's an ever evolving situation, right? Because the
I love
day,
that.
yeah.
I love that you got started with the savers because it is like sometimes it is really overwhelming to have to do
Mhm.
so many things.
Mhm.
Because it's like to me, savers sounds a little bit like my 75 hard program,
It
but
does.
it's scaled way down,
Yeah, it's a
you
minute.
know,
You don't have to do an hour of something. You
right?
can do a minute of something, but you're just doing it. So I got to journal, but I got to write my affirmations out like I was visualizing. I got to sit there and do it. I
Yep.
lit my meditation candle. I had silence in here. I just, Christian music playing in the background when I got you can create whatever experience and environment you want to, and it's
Yep.
okay. And so we'll see how tomorrow goes. I also, friends, and my focus and my goal this next 30 days is to see, I'm going to lower my caffeine.
I am
And
so
so
excited about this part.
I know. And so
So excited.
we ordered mud water. We ordered the mud water coffee and the mud water matcha. And so far, friends, it's good. And I feel the matcha really creates clarity in my mind. Like
Really?
I mean, MetaPower is amazing, you guys. I mean, clarity, abundance, energy, goodness in my gut, hands down. But at 2 o'clock, I really get kind of like wonky in my energy. And yesterday I drank the matcha at 2 o'clock and I had a meditation, like a huge visualization meditation, but I never felt tired. I was like in it. And then I got up and did stuff and I felt really clear. So that's normally not my best time of day. And I got a lot of stuff done. So
Cool.
it was good. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. And what's next for us, Dana? Because we were talking about energy. Show us the stamina complex because we like this new stamina complex and you were sharing it. Mito 2 Max was
So we have
changed
had
and
Mito 2
upgraded.
Max for a long time. Okay, Mito 2 Max
Mhm.
is great energy and stamina complex. I have loved the supplement. It's phenomenal.
Mhm.
But one of the things I love about doTERRA is that they are not shy about taking something and making changes, right?
Mhm.
So I think that's something that we should appreciate in ourselves too, because like this company is not afraid to say, hey, we've got this good product, but we can make it better. So
Mhm.
they've taken a couple of things out, they've replaced them with some different things, and they
Mhm.
have amplified the benefits that
I
we
like
can
that
get
word.
from the Mito 2 Max. And
I like the
it's
word amplify.
phenomenal. It is
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
It is so powerful. I love it. I love it. I love the other one, but this one is hands down. And of course, we get to have better ingredients and
Right,
nutrients, and that's where it is. And I love doTERRA
right,
because of that. They're constantly thinking, constantly evolving. And like you said, they created a product. They're not gonna be like, oh, whoops. It's like, no, we learned something.
right.
Or
Exactly.
there might be something better in
Exactly.
here. Or I've listened to the humans that are in doTERRA and be like, can we have more of this and less of this? And they're listening.
Right.
And so it's great. I love that.
Yep.
Okay, so what's next? We are so excited to share something amazing. And you guys, it's in formulating. It's going to be in working progress. We're going to work our little tails off this month because what are we bringing in May, Miss Dana?
Guys, I am so excited. So I've had so many women coming to me over the past several weeks, and it's almost been overwhelming to me how many. And the number one thing is going to be hormones, hormones, hormones. But in
Mhm.
addition to that, it's energy. It's my weight just won't go anywhere. I'm doing
Mhm.
this thing and it's not helping, or I'm doing that thing and it's not helping. And I just sit here and it was just one of those things where I'm like, I'm telling the same people the same
Mhm.
things all the time. And it's not a one and done thing. It's not one thing. It's not, oh, take this food out or put this food in or take this one supplement. It's a whole lifestyle. And we are bringing it to you in one great big bundled up package with a bow on top, called
Mhm.
SHEnergy. Okay.
Yes, I'm so
Oh,
excited. And the first thing that comes to my mind is like overwhelm because we're like a great big thing and it's going to have a bow on top. We're going to break things down. It's going to be
exactly.
easy to digest. Literally. I love that.
Literally.
Easy to digest and take in, and it's going to be beneficial in your own unique ways and your own unique needs. And so I love it. It's going to be massive. And like you, like we're talking about the topics we were talking about, and we're posting it. So look at our stories that we're tagged in,
Yep.
or DM us for more information. We're going to have a link here ready soon. If you're interested in this amazing program, let us know. It is 90 days.
Yep.
But I too, like so many women have come to me, and honestly, I know I've said it every single week here, but that Power Me assessment, every single human that has filled it out is metabolism, energy, hormones, stuff. Like that is what's coming up as their top three things. And so it's going to be really, really fulfilling for a lot of people's needs. I'm excited. I'm so
Yep.
excited. I love the name. I love the energy behind it. And I see other things coming from it actually, which was in my visualization, which I will share with you later, not in recording land.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about right now.
You know, because I was like, oh,
I
okay.
know. Well, it's so funny though, because this is why we work together so well. Because
Mhm.
like I'll get these things or Shannon will get these things and we'll kind of get these ideas that start formulating and we'll start bouncing them off of each other. And then it grows into this beautiful thing that we get to bring and share with you guys. And the
And
cool
I don't
thing
know if you guys
is
listen to strengths or listen to us talk about strengths, but we both have the same top strength. It
I
might
think
be
we've
the
got three of the five in the top are the
yeah.
same.
So developer is pretty high on our situation. So we'll be creating a lot of things. And for our goal is so aligned
Yeah.
with helping people heal from the inside out and sharing that with their families. And
Yeah.
that just will be shown in everything that we create, right?
Yep.
I love that. And we're authentic.
Mhm.
We're very authentic today. This hasn't always happened. I haven't always been early for school. I
Right.
haven't always
These are
been
our
on time
struggles.
with, yeah, like, no, it's not,
Yep.
we get to be consistent, but then not beat ourselves up if we're like, oh, I haven't journaled for 2 weeks. It's okay. Cause I
Right.
didn't. I looked at my journal
Right.
and it'd been 2 weeks and I'm like, okay, doesn't mean I can't today.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's not going to make my day different today. It's going to enhance whatever. If I can
Right.
visualize, if I take my supplements, if I drink my power pack, when I can do these things. And I think the biggest thing, if in, like you said earlier today, the biggest thing for me was I didn't get out of my pajamas either. I went to the ranch in my pajamas,
Mhm.
a hoodie, and like these little sweatpants and shoes.
Mhm.
And you did the same thing. So
I did.
sometimes just getting the thing started is
Mhm.
having the clothes there or just getting out the door, right? I'm not saying go to the
Exactly.
gym in your pajamas, friends, but like if you can be out in nature and be like, I don't care who sees me, it's fine. It's okay to just create it whenever you can. And I think that's the imperfection that's going to create because it's not perfection we're looking for. It's like when can you create it?
Right.
Because you will never ever make time. Be
No,
like,
you get to just choose to start. There's
yeah, choose to
never
do
going to be a perfect time, right? Because I talk to people about doing the cleanse and restore protocol or doing this or doing that and everybody's like always like, "Okay, well, we've got this coming up in a couple of weeks, so after that." Or we've got
Mhm,
these holidays coming up or we're going on these vacations or it's so and so's
mhm.
birthday. No. Because no matter when you
Yeah.
start something, there
Mhm.
is always going to be something else,
It always
right? So
is.
you
And
just
something
get
comes
to
up.
choose and
Yep.
jump in and dig in and start. And then from there, right? Part of what our program is going to be is guiding you through those times,
Mhm,
right? Guiding you
mhm,
through those events of, okay, so are we going to just take the day off? Or
mhm.
do we need to indulge? Or can we skip it? Right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, asking a lot of
exactly.
those hard questions of what's more important and what's your priority and is it fully necessary all the time? You know?
And can I switch it up? Can I
Right.
create something we have and all those recipes we send each other?
They're
We
all
can
going in this
probably,
program.
yeah. I
They're
mean,
all
who
going in
doesn't like
there.
a good Instagram recipe that tells you how to create it, how to make it, what it looks like, and then the how to make on the bottom? And we have so many things like that. And so what
Yeah,
if your dessert was frozen mandarin oranges ground up into sorbet?
exactly.
It doesn't have to be,
Exactly.
it doesn't have to be not tasting good
No,
to be an extra fun thing in the summer.
right.
You can make popsicles out of that.
Can you imagine? Hold the phone. Can you imagine
You can even
taking
drizzle with dark chocolate. I will put dark chocolate on anything,
the
friends.
Hue dark chocolate? Yep. But what I was thinking is, I was watching that video and you were just talking about it. I'm like, you know what? What if we took our Madagascar vanilla and added a couple
Oh,
drops of the Madagascar vanilla to those frozen
that would be amazing.
mandarins?
You guys, I make a mean mocktail with Madagascar vanilla.
Ooh, I
A
see. I
mean
make
one.
one with lime.
Oh, that has that in there too.
but I didn't think about adding, that could be
Oh,
interesting.
it's so good. Oh, it's so good, especially in the summer.
Right? But see,
Um,
these are the things that you're going to learn with us. Okay.
mhm,
Because I mean, so much of life is celebration, and so much of celebrations are related to food. And a lot of that food doesn't help our bodies. But that's why
mhm.
we have mocktails and we have all of these other hack recipes that we still feel like we're indulging in something sweet and fun and special and different without hurting ourselves.
Absolutely. And when
Mhm.
we say hurting ourselves, it's like we just feel gross and
Yeah.
the inflammation rises and then we feel, I don't know. Sometimes I feel guilty if I like indulge too much. I'm like, well, I shouldn't have done that. The reason I feel guilty, I think about it is my brain being like, I just feel yucky
Yeah.
because my body didn't like it. And I think that there is an absolute balance and you guys can create it yourself and we're going to just lead you forward.
Yep.
And that is a beautiful part of SHEnergy is we're going to lead you forward and it's your goal and you get to have the confidence into creating own,
Yeah.
your own self
Well,
energy.
yeah. And I mean, that reminds me too of the one video that I made this morning.
Mhm.
Right? Because when I went to Sanctuary Woods, we've got a few locations like this where I live. I live in a beautiful area. I really do. I hate it all winter, but I love it in the spring, summer, and fall. It's beautiful,
Mhm.
right? But I live on the shores of Lake Michigan and we've got massive sand dunes. Okay.
Mhm.
So I want you to picture these sand dunes and realize that walking up the sand dunes through the sand is brutal. Like if you want to work out,
Mhm.
that's your workout.
Mhm.
Like there's a group of college students at Hope that literally, that's like they, anyways, totally different story. Not going there. Up and down, right? Through the sand is tough.
Mhm.
There's parks where they have created steps. Even where I lived growing up, we lived on Lake Michigan and we had 150 stairs going up and down to the beach. 150 stairs is a lot of stairs, my friends. It's a
But it would
lot of
be a
work.
lot different if it was just sand.
Right. But here's the thing,
Mhm.
right? You go up sand and you're slipping the whole entire time. You're fighting, you're battling to get up there. You're constantly being pulled down, pulled down, pulled down.
Mhm.
So then you create these steps, right? That's what Shannon and I have done. We've created these steps in this program because a lot of people are trying to reach this goal of a healthier life, healthier hormones, healthier everything. And they're going up through the sand, right? And constantly slipping back because they don't know the steps to do. So we've created this program with these steps. Okay. So through these steps, you progress, and every so often there's going to be a landing. And at that landing, if you need to pause, you can pause there. If
Mhm.
you need to take a break and sit, there's benches there that you can sit. The
Mhm.
one thing that we don't want you to do is go back down to the last landing. Okay.
Mhm.
Because your goal is at step number 150. And if you get to step 75, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't keep doing this, and you slip back down to step 70, like you've got 35 more steps to catch back up to where you had been to get to
Mhm.
that 150. Okay, so that's kind of what this program is going to be. It's going to be taking you through all of these steps and getting you to your peak and your goal, right? Now, is that going to happen after 90 days? Probably not, right? But it's the first part, right?
We're going to start a
So,
routine, a
anyways,
habit,
there's my
change the
tangent.
habits.
Sorry.
I love your tangent. I love it. I love it because I'm super visual and I'm sports. So we used to practice volleyball in sand and it's hard. 2 days
It's
was
very
like you
hard.
practiced a whole thing in sand and
Yeah.
that was really hard.
Yeah.
Not, it just made it different. Your butt doesn't get up in the air as high when you're in sand. Just
It's
saying.
so true.
Anyway, but yeah, so I love that. I love that we've created the steps. It's just going to make it, and I love that you can take a break.
Mhm.
No need to go backwards because like even my fitness coach, my fitness instructor, I was like, you're when you're working out, you get sore. When you're doing a different workout, you get really sore, right? And she always would say, if you just don't stop, you will always progress and you will not get this sore ever again.
Mhm.
And so it is, even if you lowered what you were doing to make it not so overwhelming for you, even if you did something different and shifted it up, but you still moved your body in some sort of a way, it's not going to be like going back down the hill and not working out. And that's what we're saying. That's why you can sit in those levels for a little bit. and gain your ground again, gain your balance, and then work yourself up to the next landing. I love that. All right, friend.
All
This
right.
girl's got to go. And
You get
so
to
we are
go.
going to, yes, I'm so excited for this program. I'm so excited for you guys to try the new Mino 2 Max, because it is phenomenal. So let us know what you feel after using it the first time. Take your Meta Power Recharge Pack. I love it. I love it. I will share the picture of my husband on our website here, or our Facebook page, drinking it yesterday. That was amazing. So you guys have a lovely, lovely Tuesday.
Thanks for
and
joining me,
we'll
Zena.
talk to you again. Thank you so much, Zena, for being here. We'll see you next time.
Have a great day.